Now, I normally don't pay attention to live action anime adaptations, but I recently watched Last Samurai Standing, and it honestly might be one of the best ones to drop, or at least top 5. But I'm not here to talk about the show. I'm here to talk about this man right here, because he is a literal demon. You know the saying, be afraid of the old man in the young man's game? Well, he's definitely one of those. His name is Gintosai, but we gonna call him the MC Hunter. He's an enforcer from the Kyohachi Ryu school with one job and one job only: walk niggas down. This man is the Baba Yaga of the show. He was basically a scary story that the master would tell the other students before going to bed. Very similar to the talents from the Court of Owls. At the Kyohachi Ryu school, they have a game where only one person can be the new master of the school, and the only way to do that is by having a brawl for all. But if you refuse to participate in this game, then it was Gentosai's job to send you straight to the Shadow Realm. This man doesn't even talk, but you know he's around because all you hear is a bell. And once you hear that bell, that's your ass. Man's looking like Prime Undertaker whenever you hear that gong. Now that we got that out of the way, let's get to the story. The Kodoku games begins and bodies are dropping left and right. And one of the main protagonists of the show caught a glimpse of the demon himself. He heard that bell jingling and his heart sunk. He was like, nah, it can't be. Either Santa Claus must be coming to town, or it's him. Shujiro saw an old man in a 3v1 and praying to the Lord that it wasn't who we think it is. Let me show you how nasty this man Gintosai is. Because I've watched this scene back to back multiple times, analyzing it like I was Tony Stark building his first Iron Man suit. Gintosai dodges one of the weakest sword swings in history and is walking like a stereotypical old man. But just like Desmond in that one RDC skit, he flipped the switch immediately. Buddy stood up straight and all three of them niggas felt this spiritual pressure, and judging by the look in their eyes, they knew this man was about to do them dirty.
There's no way out of this one. You're done.
In 0.5 seconds, this man draws his sword, slashes two of their necks, deflects the other one's sword, which resulted in him breaking that sword in half, and stabbed the third one in the neck. Now call me crazy, but did he use his knee to break that man's sword in half to penetrate his neck?
He cold.
This man is too much. If I saw that from a distance, I'm taking my necklace off right there, because that man just took whatever MC energy I had and shattered it to pieces. Screw it, man, I might put him on the top swordsman list if he don't get hold later on. You can tell that this man is walking with a purpose, and he's only been on the screen for 30 seconds max. Come to find out, this man done already walked 2 of the 8 students down prior to the Kodoku games. After hearing this, 3 other students decided that, hey, we need to assemble the Avengers and jump this nigga if we want to live our lives peacefully. So they used the Kodoku games to lure him into a trap. But, like the great Rorschach said, I'm not locked in here with you.
You're locked in here with me.
This man must love 3v1s because he came across another group of samurai and walked them down the same way. Pulled up on the fat man like, I know you got some rice balls on you because I can smell your breath from a mile away. The other 2 was like, shouldn't you be teaching Beatrix the 5-point palm technique? You know he wasn't about to let that slide. Cuts the other 2 down looking like he was hitting the Matrix, throws fire in the other one's eyes and grabs him by the throat saying, nah, you're not him, and lets him go. He makes his way to the other dude to end his career, and guess what happens? The same nigga that he let go tries to sneak attack him, and I'm like, bruh, this man gave you a temporary free pass, and instead of running away, you try to kill him? This man cut y'all down in the blink of an eye, and you thought you could get the drop on him? Yeah, I can't feel sorry for him at this point because you just wanted to die. Quick question. Is he just going around cutting down samurai hoping that it's one of the students, or does he have some kind of scouter that lets him know where they are? Because just from his scenes alone, they make it seem like he doesn't know what they look like, but in episode 3, he thought the fat dude was Jinroku, but the minute he saw Aroa, Sansuke, and Shikura, he knew exactly who they were. Fast forward towards the last 2 episodes of the show, and the plot is thickening because there's a huge festival going on. And as the last few episodes have shown us, these people don't have a problem fighting in front of civilians. Things go sideways because of another demon, who I might make a video on depending if y'all want it. While the festival is going on, Aroha heard those bells and got the hell up out of there quick. And what happens next is straight out of a horror movie. While Shujiro is fighting for his life against Bokutsu, Adora is trapped in a slasher movie. She's hiding in the house, blade at hand, sneaking through each room, and all you hear is bells ringing and a shadow silhouette moving through each door. Just when she thinks she's safe, fireworks go off and all you see is a shadow right behind her. Alright, time out, bruh. I know I made an Undertaker reference earlier, but this nigga really moving like Undertaker and Michael Myers combined. This man was on the other side of the corridor, yet he ended up right behind her. Like, is this nigga serious? He clapped an old man and Aroha decides to hide under the house instead of running, and I'm like, girl, why are you stopping right here? Run, bitch, run. So he starts stabbing the floor and almost got her, but he sliced her cheek, and I'm yelling at the screen like, see? That's why you should have left. He chases her to a well, and that's when she said enough is enough. It's time to display some final girl energy and decides to fight him. This man is dodging her attacks with ease, and the way this man and a lot of other characters were moving, you could tell off rip that if this was animated, they would be moving like Sun Jin Woo. Aroha manages to pull a Winter Soldier knife move and stabs this man. She's already looking better than those other 3 bombs. But this man rises from the dead like the Undertaker, and I'm like, yeah, this man is definitely supernatural because now he's just showing off. While Gintosai starts giving his Stand Proud Warrior speech, Shakura pulled up and saved her. You can tell that the 4th successor is really like that because he was doing all kinds of tricks with the blade. Mans was twirling the blade behind his back like Anakin in Revenge of the Sith and hits him with a mean uppercut slash with the sword, and I'm like, damn! This nigga's a swordsman. After getting staggered, the 3rd successor tries to sneak attack, but Gento dodged that with ease. Gintosai had the biggest smile on his face because now he has 3 successors in one place. They just made this man's job much easier. What could have been a 3v1 turned into a 2v1 because Aurora got her leg cut by the demon prior to them pulling up. Gentosai holds them back with ease, and this man has his eyes set on Adora with determination. This man was looking at her like they had generational beef. The 3rd and 4th successors tried the Naruto and Sasuke to fight by moving in synchronization, but Gentosai is jeering levels of dangerous, so it's going to take more than 2 people jumping him. Once that didn't work, Shakura told them to run, and usually in other movies and TV shows, this is where a noble sacrifice is supposed to happen. But he said, nigga, I am not trying to die, so let me pull off one legendary move before I leave this place. This man starts with a tornado spin, rolls on the ground, flips over him, and slashes his back. Move was so clean that he turned around like, nigga, where'd you learn that move from? Because that was not in the Kiyohachi bag. They all escaped, and it's revealed that Kyojin gave Gintosai the location of where they'd be at. I know one thing. Gentosai better catch more bodies next season because I need more of him. They gave all the screen time to that fake ass Kenpachi dressed like Uvo again. If you watched Last Samurai Standing, let me know in the comments. And like always, thanks for watching. Make sure to leave a like and comment. Thank you, and I'll see you in the next one.